hard to get.
Yes.
And Maureen
That's a little
too.
bit better, isn't it?
All you gotta do. I tell you what, we're figuring out the tech. It's not like we've been online for. I've been online. I've been doing this shit in one way or another since before my return online, which
Yeah.
was February 2002. That's when
2002.
that's when I made my triumphant return to the internet.
Oh, wow. And we're still learning. Well, you're still learning.
Yeah, one of us is still learning.
I'll leave it up to him.
That's right. Anyway, welcome to another exciting episode of Your Manifesting Questions Answered Live. Today we're going to answer your manifesting questions. But first, check these out, right?
Yeah.
Like, shit's changed. They've changed the things. This is what it looks like now.
Yes.
Right? This is the Neville Goddard
I
Prosperity
know. Look at
Path.
it.
And it's like it's like a book, right?
Yes.
And it's got a barcode.
It's
right?
probably even cheaper, actually, than the PDF you used to send.
Well, if people print the PDF out, it costs more than the book,
Yeah.
right? It's just insane. Look at this. Here's another book. It's got a real barcode.
Oh, that's
Look at
nice, that one.
Look at that. The Awakening of Jumping Mouse. And by the way, you guys that are eagerly awaiting the Awakening of John book, my God, I just keep. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun Show. My name is Mr. 2020. This is Victoria.
Yes.
And we're going to have a lot of fun today.
Right.
So we've got a Neville Goddard quote. We're going to send everyone to Identity-Based Manifesting.
IBM.
IBM.
System 2.
System 2. I tell you what. Only
Have you shared that yet in Remarkable?
No, I haven't shared that yet in Remarkable. Right?
You'll get it once.
You'll get it.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
IBM System 2. Like, in all seriousness, I can't make this shit up. And blah, blah, blah. So, identitybasedmanifesting.com.
Yes.
And we're going to explore why today. And it's so simple.
Yeah.
Right? So, and y'all that are sharing the show, thank you. If you can find any way to share the show, we don't know how to do that.
Yet.
And sometime during the show, there's going to be something that says, if you want to make sure that you watch the show in the future, click this thing.
Yes.
So click that thing, whatever that thing is.
Did you send notifications?
Wouldn't I love to know?
You must have.
I have
'cause
no
someone's here.
idea.
People were here before we started, so
Yes.
I guess you did.
Well, I set it up about 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So, hey, there's Penny. Yo, Penny. Bop, 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 bop.
Okay.
You're like a 1909 VDB to me.
A what? 1909.
1909 VDB. Tommy's here. Two-time Tommy.
What's a VDB? Very desirable.
Yeah, it is a
beauty.
very desirable penny, right? It's one of those things where it's like, when you get its worth. Why, in other words, why my dad spent hours going through rolls and rolls of pennies. A 1909 VDB is a very rare penny,
Oh, right.
right? And when you know its
Okay.
worth, and we're going to talk about knowing our worth today.
Oh,
This
nice.
is so good. This is so
Very
good.
lovely.
So thank you all for showing up.
Very cool.
And we got 9 people here and 2 thumbs up. All right, we appreciate the 2 thumbs up.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to start today with a quote. Is
Yeah,
it?
that's a quote. Mark Musso put that up years ago, and
I don't remember that name.
oh, he's come and gone, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But he put it up, and it showed up on my memories today, and then I'm looking at the comments, and I'm going, my God, cornerstone. But let us dive in.
Okay. So Neville said, the fact that it does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of your failure.
You guys have any idea how much I want to run with this in the next 7 days?
Yeah.
The secret to your failure. Everybody wants to know the secret of success, right?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that studies addicts, right? And people that smash into shit, right? Because when you can study addicts and people that smash into shit, you can actually discover what
Interesting how
freedom
Neville
really is.
said, does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself instead of who you imagine yourself to be.
Well, happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad. Those are my whats.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, wait till she finds out why.
Regardless of your desire, regardless of how faithfully and intelligently you follow the law, if you do not feel natural about what you want to be, you will not be it.
Y'all get identitybasedmanifesting.com. So right now, we are halfway through, and I basically said that we're going to take a week off, let y'all consolidate manifestingmasterydeluxe.com, right?
Yeah.
And there are so many hints about identity-based manifesting and overt mentions of it back then, right?
Yeah.
And then we go fast forward a couple years to that other thing we did.
Dream Living Day.
Nah,
Oh, that's something
no,
else.
no. Manifesting to the max.
Oh,
right?
yes.
And we put it right in the middle of that,
Yeah, right.
right? There's a thing about the things that are in the middle, like the pearl of great price. Right? I believe in imagination. I believe in feeling it real. Yeah, you just totally lost the plot, right? But there's the secret of your failure. I adored this. By the way, you 13 people that are here, thank you. The 2 people that gave us thumbs up,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Right? So percentage-wise, that's about right. About 20%.
Like us.
Yeah, the other 80%.
Nah.
No matter what it is, that whole 80-20 rule, 8% of the people, you never hear from them. Doesn't mean they're not doing nothing, but it's 20% you'll hear from. And then the 20% that you hear from, 20% of them, oh, baby. But I digress.
All right.
So, Victoria, shall we?
We shall. So we're going to dive into the first question,
That's right.
which is from Cindy.
Oh, we lost one. Great.
What? Lost a
Yeah,
like.
no, we didn't lose a like. We lost a human.
Yeah. So the first question today is from Cindy in Manifesting Mastery. Can I imagine for her?
Yes.
Cindy asks, I have a wonderful friend. She is now financially troubled. Is it, what did Neville say? Financially, he used a different word.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It'll pop in.
yeah. She does nothing but moan about it. She keeps saying stuff like, oh, I'm really strapped, but I'll figure something out. This is someone I am deeply fond of. Cheerful, yes, but still stuck in that poor me state. Can I imagine her doing well or hear it wholly? Reverse the conversation that she just received a substantial check from a rental.
Cool. So I imagine weird shit for people, right? So
Financially embarrassed. Sorry.
that's
yes.
it. So
Yes.
so I imagine weird shit for people, and I was sharing this in Remarkable the one day how there was a chick walking through the parking lot with her friends, and I'm imagining her riding a horse. I have no idea why.
That's right.
Right?
Yes.
And then there's a young buck. I imagine something for him. I have no idea why. Then there was the drug dealer back in the old country. I decided one day he dies, and I'm serious, right? He dies. He's contributing to the harm of someone who I know, love, and trust. Well, I didn't trust him at the time, but it's like, radio, you die. Oh man, blood and digging a hole and having to drag a bag of lime
Too
in the
many.
wood.
You've been watching too many movies.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, no, this is the old days, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I just can't do all that. So I found myself imagining this guy selling antiques, and I have no idea why. Right? I just experienced this guy selling antiques, and his grandma dies, and she gives him a bunch of antiques, and he falls in love with antiques, becomes an antique dealer. So instead of dealing drugs to people who I know and love, right, he becomes an antique dealer. Totally changes his life around, right? Now here's the thing. What am I really imagining? It has nothing to do with him, all right? It's everything to do with me. I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to remember that I buried a body someplace, right? I mean, like, I'd be looking at the receipt going, man, did I spend too much on that bag of lime? Could I have gone less? Right? Would a smaller bag
One
done?
bag rather than two.
Yeah. I'd be tortured by this decades later, right? That's what math does to you, and it's like radio, but can I actually just feel happy for the person who I know and love? Can I look at this guy who I just want to slit his Achilles tendons and put him in a hole, right?
Yeah.
Can I imagine lovingly for him? No, I can't. I got to be honest, can't do it. I'm too full of like
For the way, the state that he is in at the moment.
And the state
So
I
it's-
was in.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
But I found myself, and it's like, radio, when I change me, when I experience me as the blessing and me happy that there's less people getting on heroin, because this guy isn't dealing anymore, because he was pretty popular. And I just found myself, radio, I'm lifted. And this is exactly right, Mexico. Right? I lifted their cross by lifting my own. I imagine me different. I'm happy for this guy because he still breathes air, I didn't. I'm happy for this guy
Yeah.
because the other guy still breathes air, and I didn't have to dirty up a shovel.
Yes.
And this is how we raise each other up. So when I hear your question, Cindy, my first thing is, how can I imagine for her? And it always comes down to, who am I imagining for? So if we go from, can I imagine for this, to how can I imagine for this, to who am I really imagining for? And it's always me. So can you be happy to see your friend, Gaza? Can you just be happy to see your friend, knowing that they're doing fantastic?
Yeah.
Because when I think about the itty bitty bitchy committee, and it's like, oh, there's one, right? Break left, right?
Yeah.
Right? Break left, drop down a little bit, pull the hat off so they can't see me, and disappear into the crowd, right? But when I can imagine, I'm happy for that. Me, I'm happy for them. I'm happy this guy's got a little antique shop on the corner, and he just goes up there and drinks his espresso every day. That's good for me, and it's good for him. And so when we can let it be about my identity, my chief identity is being the blessing. A little bit down, happy, loving husband, teacher, puppy, dad, all that good stuff, and so on. So this is a great question, Cindy. So we go from can I to how can I imagine for her,
Yes.
to who do I really want to imagine for? I just want to be happy for my friend. And I just want to be happy. By the way, happy, loving husband, I don't imagine shit for her, right? I got to be honest. I imagine it for me, right? And when I can be a happy, loving husband, you know what I can't help but do naturally? Except loving beautiful things for her. So I do end up imagining lovingly for her. Beth said, I just answered a question that she asked me about in an email. Oh, cool. I didn't even see your email yet. Awesome.
Cool.
Cool. All right. I'll ignore you then. All right.
Yes.
I'm imagining Beth
Yeah.
ignored.
Yeah. I also feel there's, I mean, there might not be, but because Cindy just how you mentioned, and I totally get it, like that this lady or friend keeps mentioning, I'm strapped or whatever. And there's also that bit about forgetting.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Forgetting the state they were in.
Yes.
And you,
Yes.
yourself, to then be the blessing for both yourself and them.
You know, you can identitybasedmanifesting.com, or you can drag around a dead body of beliefs and bullshit. Right? Oh, that's what I believe about them. This is the bullshit that I carry.
Yeah.
Right?
I just know for me
it's
that
so-
I will remember, like before I walk out the door to see someone that I love and care about, that I'll remember,
Yes.
oh, last time.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know, that sort of
Yes.
crap.
Yes,
And
the-
it's like,
the
no.
cringy wingy.
Yeah.
When, By the way, here's what happens. Ready?
Yeah.
Cringy wingy.
Yeah.
You shrink
Yeah.
because you've forgotten who you are.
Yeah.
But when you remember, I am the blessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the redeemer of the world. Have you not heard that Jesus Christ is within you? The fire that consumes, the eye that sees rightly. And you can't help but forget. Swear to God, if I saw this guy, I can see him right now in my mind, and I don't feel like cutting things. Right? That's good, because I've changed, and I know he's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've cut out what needs cut out. So I love these guys. Look at, they're saying hi to each other.
Yeah.
know,
Cool.
Leanne and
Oh,
Beth and
Slam.
Gaza.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Excellent.
So not only was it Slam's birthday recently, but it was Kim's birthday
Oh, was it?
recently.
Slam's birthday recently.
Yeah. And then I sang
Who's Kim?
her husband.
Oh, sorry. No, I
Yeah,
thought you were
you're-
going to another Kim.
Yes,
Like
right.
we know a few Kims. Yes.
So, but I'm not friends with him. So I sang him
nice.
happy birthday through her messenger. It was just
Oh,
yummy.
lovely.
So, yay.
Good one.
All right.
All right.
So,
So that was for Cindy from manifestingmasterydeluxe.com.
no, she
Although
was just
she
in
was
the
in, I
original.
know the
Yeah,
original,
yeah,
but
she-
it's now manifestingmasterydeluxe.com.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
yeah.
By the way, we're going to do something really cool with 7 of those lessons, like next week. 20 sing to him, Kim. That's nice. Him, Kim. Cool.
To him, Kim.
Him, Kim. Him, Kim.
Is he Chinese? No, I'm joking. Right. Okay. Excellent.
All right. That was fun.
Yes. So the next question
Mm.
is from CT in the Power of Imagination Facebook group. CT, can imagining do this?
Yes.
And CT asks, is it possible to change documents with the law?
good. Wouldn't I love to know? Now, here's the thing, right? So there's endless middles, right? There's endless middles. Somebody hashtag it. Endless middles. Right? There's endless middles. Do you really want to change the document?
You know, it actually reminds me a little bit about
Give
an
me your
email
phone.
that you sent, and it's possibly still in the loop.
Give me some money.
But the lady that is owed a lot of tax.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was an official document of the tax
Oh,
they
yeah,
owed,
yeah.
but it sort of was,
It was.
I'm sure. And then she imagined with the law and who she wanted to be, and ended up owing just a few $100 or something.
From like $500,000
Yes.
to like, we'll settle for $550.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like, oh, okay, I'll
So-
just give you that then.
Oh my God, we're up to 3 thumbs up. How cool.
Yeah, that happened a while ago. I don't think it's a recent thumbs up.
All right. Okay. So,
Oh, here's some money.
perfect. That's all I need.
Because my wallet's over there.
All right. Now, so we got it. So this is a document.
Take a photo,
Right.
and then you can print it.
Right. Okay.
I'm joking.
Get kicked off of YouTube for counterfeiting.
Yes.
All right.
And there's their other colours.
So this is what we call a pineapple. It's a 50.
Yes.
Now watch this. Pay very close attention.
Oh,
You see that?
doing your trick.
That's a guy. Right? And we're going to fold it in half. Fold it in half. And I'm going to imagine this changed. But Victoria's going to touch it with her magic finger.
Yes, he does
Because
this
I imagine,
all the time.
I imagine,
to all
I imagine the document changed.
unsuspecting people.
Right? Ready? Look at that. It's changed from a guy to an upside down woman. How is that possible?
Take it back. Oh, you want to
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it back
yeah.
right.
All
Okay.
right, now touch. All right, with the magic finger. And now it's the guy. Right? Amazing, right?
Yeah.
Now, I've proven it
There, you
live.
got 2 thumbs up for that trick.
I got it. This is great. Right?
Yes.
So I've just proven that we can change documents using the law. But here's the thing: does it really matter if you're looking at the guy or the thing, or she uses the wrong finger?
Yeah.
I love when they use the wrong finger. Right? I get really lippy in their face. Right? These poor Asian shopkeepers. I'm so sorry.
They do. It's like, how
They
do you
love-
do that?
They love me. They absolutely
love
love
it.
me. Right? But I'm not imagining the money changing. I'm imagining something changed. Right? Now, my question is, what do you want? Do you really want to change documents? What would changing the documents give you? And what would that give you? And what would that give you?
And who would you be?
And who would you be? In the ultimate end, who am I?
Yeah.
There's gonna be, if we get stuck in the middle, I'm gonna change a document, and then, well, but what if that doesn't do everything? But what if we got to change another document?
Yeah, it's just a middle.
and it
yeah.
and it just gets nuts.
Yeah, got that.
On the other hand, who are you really choosing to be?
Mm.
Different today in the world. We really just want to always go to the end, and the end always really comes down to identity, from what I can tell. Even if you think it's an activity, and we'll talk about that later. But identity, rules. So is it possible to change documents with the law? I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say absolutely, but someone's going to say prove it. Well, I just did, right? But really, what do you really want? I didn't want to change the money. I wanted to give you a smile and give you something to think about, because getting stuck in the middle, that's what Emmett's doing right now, right? He's the monkey in the middle. But more on that later
More
as
on.
we continue. CT, thanks for your question.
Yeah, cool.
And this one here is really good.
Okay. I love how you make this real. Bring it back to me always.
Yeah,
For sure.
Gaza says, "Don't imagine the cause." That's it.
That's it.
It's the seeming cause,
Mm.
right? It's the seeming cause, and so on.
Okay. And the next question is from John in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe.
He's actually in there.
Revision and identity.
This is good.
And John asks, I've lost a few friendships over the years. Recently, I've considered I wasn't the best friend in terms of reaching out and being more available. I can revise the loss by seeing myself as a more open and available friend. How is this different than just telling myself, making the resolve to be a better friend? I'm assuming this is the identity-based perspective, say, than just attempting to fix a situation.
Right, so this is really, really good. This came from a post that Jason put up. Jason writes these brilliant posts. Today he wrote a brilliant post, and it had one word repeated 4 times. right? And we're chatting about it because it's a really good post. And he says, just being me, doing what I'm moved to do. This is so important because people try to imagine like something having moved or moving differently. You got to change you. It's always you. So I came here and I spent about a year here and had to leave. Then I came back, and then I was basically told, "Hey, remember all your friends, all the traders, all these people you've been working with? You're not allowed to talk to them for a while." Right? It was like 6 months, something like that. So instantly, my fellowship circle is done.
It's me.
it's
Me,
smashed.
me, and me.
Yep. We didn't have a dog.
No.
I had her, but she at least should leave every day.
Yeah.
Right? She would work nine
That
to
was my
five.
savior.
She,
No.
she would work from 9 to 5
Yeah.
and leave at 10 after 9 and get there on time. Right? Yeah, she works on Victoria time.
Yeah.
Right? And so I got to just notice some things. Who do I choose to be now? Back in the old country, you can't go to Scottsdale, Pennsylvania to this day. And I guarantee you can't walk down the street and not bump into people that know me. Right? Because I became small town famous.
That guy.
Yeah, I was that fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't wear hats back then, but but I was that guy.
Excuse me.
And so I got to discover, cool. I'm the mayor of Eltham. Not politically, I could give a shit, but I became the mayor of Eltham, the village, the town, the home of God. And then suddenly I start making all kind of friends. I can't go anywhere without bumping into people that I know. I would be the world's worst thief in Eltham because if I like, try to run out of a place, oh, there goes that guy, right? You're like,
Yeah.
everybody knows me,
Yeah.
and that's friendly, which is on the way to friendship. So I just revise. I don't even know. I'd consume. So one of the things that we're exploring in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe is the name of Jesus Christ. In the name of Jesus Christ, there's the tooth, the digestive fire that consumes, and there's the eye that sees rightly. Like Victoria said, you get to forget having been that guy,
Yeah.
right?
Consume that.
Yeah.
What you've brought up about.
If
Yeah.
The greatest talent, Neville Goddard says, is forgiveness, and forgiveness is forgetting. Can you forget that you were that guy? I can forget whenever immigration. See, I know the stories, but I don't feel the states, right? And this is another massive distinction. I can tell you the stories, right? I got detained by immigration for 3 hours. They eventually let me in, and they basically said, "Look, this is what you're allowed to do. This is what you're not allowed to do." And I laid on the floor and cried for a month.
Yeah. So that's the feelings you felt then.
Yeah.
But when you relay the story now,
It's a story.
there's no. It's
Yeah.
like a movie. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a story.
detachment
Yeah,
or whatever.
I've forgotten that I'm that guy. I
Yeah.
can tell you that story, and I live that story.
Yeah.
But the state of me now is not that guy.
No.
I mean, like if anything, now it's like like I said, I can't go anywhere without running into people on yo, right? I mean, it's just one of them things.
Yo.
So and this is the biggie. There's some people copying my shit on revision right now. I love this, right? So let's totally scrap revision just for fun, and explore the experience of the fire that consumes, the dead body of beliefs, the history that goes along with that dead body of beliefs. Like I said, I can tell you the story. It doesn't feel like it's this guy. I've got the wisdom from the story that I can share with you, but it doesn't feel like this guy. It's like sitting around a campfire and somebody sharing with me a teaching story about a guy that got detained and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
right?
It's like remembering someone you used to know.
Yeah, it's like remembering someone I used to.
Yeah.
I'm no longer that guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was a good guy. But the fire, and here's the big thing. And this is what I really love about identity-based manifesting.com, right? Crass commercial. Have you not heard that Jesus Christ is within you? Within the name of Jesus Christ is the fire that consumes and the eye that sees rightly.
Shinanayan.
Yes. So the fire that consumes has consumed that old bits. Yeah, that what I no longer wish to give life to, poof. I don't have to drag the body around. It's been cremated, right? And the light that comes from the shin, the digestive fire, the fire within, that illuminates. In other words, it enables vision. And now, yeah, I tell people, yeah, like I just did a remarkable thing this morning. We did a little shopping trip, and it was one of the rare shopping trips where I didn't make new friends. While I was chatting
Yeah,
with
because
my
you're
old
trying
friends.
to work out the puzzle.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing what I do, but I say there's two kind of people in the world. There's friends and future friends. Right? Which one you want to be today?
Mm.
Right? And that's where we get to play. You let that old you be consumed because I get the fire that you are, John. We've chatted more than once, right? I get it. And when you can experience you as the fire and you as the eye, and when you can look into someone else's eyes and see that spark, that dance of divinity looking back at you, you can't help but be friendly. You can't help but be a friend. And every now and then when there's a shit show, you get to sit back and let monkeys be monkeys. So this is really, really cool. And Jason, in the Mod Squad, I want to give you some credit here. Thanks for putting up a forward post.
Just
Right?
me being me.
No. His post was revise, or something like that. So it was just one word 4 times. Oh, fuck me, that's good. There's probably a C more or something brilliant written below
With
it, but
more
I didn't see
revise.
it. Right? But yeah.
Yeah.
So I wish I could say hashtag Jason, but fuck, I don't know how any of this shit works.
We could.
Oh,
Everyone type
hashtag
in
Jason.
Hashtag Jason.
Yeah, cool. Or tell him to
Yeah.
come look here. That'd be good. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent, John. Thank you very much for your question.
All right.
Okay.
This is cool. We're at 14 people here and 6 thumbs up.
One
so
just
we're
left.
almost at 50%. That's okay. If 2 more leave, then we're at 50%
No,
of people
we
giving
don't
us
want.
thumbs up.
We want a couple more thumbs up with
Well,
a couple more people.
it's all about math, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, we get 2 more thumbs up with 2 more people. It'll be 50%.
Oh, we just
That's
lost
fine.
one. All right.
Why? See it. All right.
Words have power.
And now we're down to the last question
All right.
from our remarkable Lisa and LaRock.
It would be cool if we got 2 more thumbs up and did a 50%. That'd be 16 people here.
I just said all that.
Hey, I'm a good listener.
Right. Let me say this question. Hey, when is your week off? Says Penny. Okay, yeah. So our week off is next week.
Yeah, in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe, we're not
Deluxe.com.
putting up any new lessons for 7 days. We're just letting people
For consolidation
consolidate
purposes.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
but the live call was fun.
Yes. So now we'll start again.
All right, with
So-
remarkable Lisa and LaRock this time.
So the next question is from Remarkable Lisa and LaRock, Homecoming Manifesting. And Lisa asks, hello, 20 in Victoria. Hiya, I don't know if you're here. Was Lisa here? Have you seen a comment?
I don't know.
Okay. Oops, says Penny. Right. And Lisa asks, Homecoming Manifesting. Earlier this week, I heard 20 say, change who is sipping the coffee.
Yes.
That's a goodie.
Yes.
Wow, what a revelation. When we are disassociated, we talk about, yet from wholeness, we speak from. That is fabulous, Lisa. Our voice becomes revelatory. Getting up to see the sunrise is very different from participating in the rising of the sun. Avoidance, denial, not feeling, lock us out of our desires. The poet David White has given us this glimpse, and I'm assuming possibly the poem is called Intimate Invitation. And to quote, you forget how, even when you were stuck and without faith, held back and afraid to move even a little, you could still be like the beauty we see in winter ice, just beginning to break and flow. You forget how you once saw so clearly the brave outline of a single leaf, how the stream of clouds in the sky seemed to run right through you, and the sun on your skin seemed to pass right through just some inner complexion. And because after all this time you have lived for so long without faith in your own joys and your own grief, you live daily saying love as if it was still far away. Put down your heavy burden and rest from the hard everyday labour of not hurting or not feeling or not hearing or not saying or seeing. Stop keeping the tears at bay. Give it all up. Just come home. Anticipating your insights. Thank you, Lisa. Wow, what a fabulous poem, isn't it?
Mm.
Who was it? David White.
Yes.
All right.
Years ago, a friend of mine got put on psych meds. I'm not anti-psych meds, by the way. Whatever you got to do. But I noticed something pretty quick. The meds took off the bottom, so he didn't sink as low as he did. The meds also took off the top, so he was basically flatlined. And that
Yeah.
when it was useful, it was useful.
So you felt no extremes, just
Yeah, he was just getting by.
yeah.
And I notice when you forget who you are, life either is nuts or numb.
Mm.
And it often bounces between the two, nuts or numb. And it doesn't have to be either. When last year, one of the remarkable calls, we did the shit fuck call. If I was doing it again, I'd just call it the Jesus Christ call. Because when something shows up, right? Now watch this. Jesus. Right? It's like, damn.
Yeah,
Jesus.
either that, or when you're driving your car
Right,
and
or-
someone tries to kill you.
Jesus. Right?
Yes.
This is an invocation, right? I'm waiting until people start copying this, right? But I'll have the book written by then. This is an invocation, right? Gaza, no floor, no penthouse. Yeah. So if you don't, there's a foundation way below the penthouse, right? You don't deny it. You got to have construction. But anyway, so
So there's no penthouse, there's no basement. It's just
Yeah.
ground floor level.
yeah, ground floor. Yeah.
Got you.
It's just your parking lot.
Yeah.
So we really get to just notice if you're resisting anything, you're resisting everything. And so when I look at her and go, damn, right? When I look at her and go, damn, they're both part of the human experience. What do I do with it divinely?
Yes.
So
Because I really get, like when I was reading that poem and there was that one bit and it just suddenly took me there about the outline of it, the brave outline of a single leaf. And I know there's times, no doubt, that I can walk through the garden, oh yeah, it's a leaf on the ground.
yeah,
And then there's these other times where, especially those leaves that I absolutely adore, where they've been lying on the ground and all the leaf has dissolved except for the veins, do you know what I mean, of like the skeleton. It's almost like the skeleton of the leaf. And I love like holding them up and seeing the sun through it and everything. But it's like when I stumble upon them, now I could have seen them, I don't know, 100 times.
yeah,
But then the times that I find one, and then it's just this awe. It's this,
yeah. There she is.
I don't know, childlike. It's just like, oh wow, look what I found.
So-
I love it.
So when you leave, this is going to really screw the people that don't speak English as their primary language. Ready?
Yes.
When you leave,
Yes.
it's a leaf. When you leave, it's probably work.
Yeah.
When you leave, there's always 7,000 things to do here because you've left. But whenever you're present, that's a leaf. This is a declaring forth. This is how God brought it all into existence. So in the Remarkable chat today, apparently,
Apparently.
yeah, I say shit and I don't know I say it, but I mentioned God didn't bitch, God didn't complain. There's no fucking light, right?
No, he didn't.
No, God said, "Wow, let there be light." Oh, that's cool. Let there be a platypus. That'll screw with them all, right?
Love them.
Yeah, let there be an echidna. If you guys don't know what an echidna is, you got to Google that.
Hedgehog.
I found an echidna one day in our stream, laughing. Right, I'm on the property.
An echidna
An echidna
in our stream.
in our stream, right?
Like a big hedgehog.
Laughing, yes, an echidna, right? It's not a hedgehog, it's an echidna.
I
right?
know it is, but I'm
so
just
I-
checking
so
that
there's
you
this
know what an
echidna.
echidna is.
Oh, I came back inside and said, "What the fuck was that?" Right?
I never thought we would have echidnas
we
here.
had an echidna, right? And it's laying in the stream, laughing like crazy, and it's like, because I thought there was a 4-year-old.
Hang on, have you had drugs?
No, I'm
Just
serious,
checking,
right?
'cause-
There's an echidna in the stream. I'll look it up, right?
All right.
So there was this echidna in the stream, right? Laughing and giggling, right? And the only way I could perceive it would be if I was present. There's power in presence. Whenever she's present, let there be leaves. Wow. When she's not present, let there be a complaint. Right? God didn't complain. Oh man, there's no fucking horses. Right?
Yeah,
Let there be
yeah.
horses. What the hell? Right? Let there be spotted ponies. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is poetic. Beth, good drugs.
I know. An echidna, really?
Really,
Laughing in the stream?
there was an
I
echidna
mean,
laughing in our stream, right? So I probably posted about it on the Facebook.
I hope so. I
Right.
hope you took a photo. I'd like to
No,
see it.
couldn't,
No, I'm
didn't,
joking.
didn't see a photo. Couldn't get a photo.
No.
But it was wild, man. So I put up a thing, another one of my rants this week. I put it in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe in that group and also in Remarkable, but somebody remind me, I'll share it publicly. I just go fucking nuts when people say, well, it's trauma stored in the body. It's emotions stored in the body. And I go, fuck me, right? What it is you're not present. When you're not present, think about it. You're the animating power of the universe. Right? Neville said it. I notice it. I will only ever talk about what I notice. I'm the animating power of the universe. And when I'm present, I'm moving and grooving. When I'm not present, I'm cataleptic or catatonic. Look those up, right? And all the time, I can walk around, I can see her or a stranger and go, they're not there. Or they're semi here.
Yeah.
Because they're listening to some shit from someplace else. Echoes in the darkness, and their sun isn't shining. I shine my best when I'm doing these shows, doing a one-on-one, doing a group call, writing. But when I enter the darkness, man, it's
It's
nothing.
very dark.
It's very dark,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very dark. And,
Yeah.
and this is important because very dark for me just might be 4 in the afternoon. It doesn't have to be midnight, but I can go to midnight as well. But whenever you realize I am, but have you not heard that Jesus Christ is within you? The Shin and the Yin, the fire that consumes and the eye that sees rightly. When you realize that's your magical superpower, that's your ultimate identity. What identities do I want to give life to from that? Happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad. All right, I can explore and slide right into them. Here they show up on the show, and this is where we get to play.
Another bit I love was how at the end, like, put down your heavy burden. It's
Yes.
like
Yes.
bury
yes.
the old man. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like what you're carrying around with you. All the...
So we listened to Bill Bryson, who's brilliant, Tom.
I know, he's lovely.
And he talks about in his one book, The Life and Times of the Thunderbolt Kid.
I know, he's
yeah.
gorgeous.
He developed his superhero power was thunder vision, and he could just look at something and vaporize it.
I love how we found this coat and and the way he
Describes
described it. This coat must be hanging off. It's so heavy because he's like a
He's a little
5-year-old
boy.
kid or
Yes.
something. And he was talking about how fine it is, but it's very heavy to walk around in. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, sorry.
No,
I've
it's true.
lost track.
That's
yeah.
all right.
So you're talking about Bill Bryson. Yeah.
When you vaporize this dead body of beliefs, and when you're willing to see from who you've chosen to be, uh, there's two forces, right? They're not in opposition. You can buy into gravity, or you can buy into radiation, right?
Yes.
Gravity, what can I feel heavy about today?
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
thinking, do I want to fall from a tall building and die
Yeah,
or get
yeah.
radiated to death? No, sorry. Don't know why I went there.
What are you watching on
I don't
television?
know. Yeah, sorry.
So we really
No.
get to buy into the gravity of everything,
Yes.
or
the
or we can be
radiance.
radiant,
Yeah.
and we do it on a moment by moment basis.
Mm.
And so whatever your identity is, she can look at the leaf and feel the weight of the world. Oh, I have to get a
Yeah,
rake.
well, I wouldn't even see the leaf then.
You wouldn't, no,
While
because
I'm
you're in
that
there,
state.
right?
Yeah,
You're in there.
yeah.
You're complaining.
Yes.
You're not saying, "Let there be light. Let there be
Yeah.
light." My God,
Look at that
Yeah.
leaf.
You know what's
And
great?
I loved it.
when I'm doing what I'm doing,
Mm.
something important, and she comes in and she goes, "20? What?" That's just an echo in my darkness.
Yes.
She goes, "All right." All right, what?
I know. He does. I do.
And,
Yes.
yeah, we all do it to each other.
Yeah.
And then she gets to say, "You want to see something?" and if the little mouse shows up, seriously,
Yeah.
get this, right?
Yeah.
Mr2020.com/books. And she says, "Do you want to see something?"
Yes.
And I get to go, like, little mouse, who, me?
Oh.
And she goes, "Yes." And I go, "With you?" "Yes." And we go outside, and I go look, and I go, "That's a fucking leaf." Right? In other words, I'm not present.
Yeah.
But I'm actually, if I'm present with her, she'll say, "Look at this." And I'll go, "My God."
I know. I love it. Yeah.
Right? And what do? We're the two idiots in the garden staring at a leaf. Right?
I know.
Because it's beautiful.
Hypnotized.
And it's not the leaf. It's
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Right? It's radiance shining forth.
You need to take a photo of that.
What?
Oh, we were on 7 people and 7 likes. And I was
wow.
thinking it's 100%.
So, yeah, in other words, people are leaving.
Look how great we are. But
All right.
no, sorry. Yeah, people have left. I'm sorry because it was such an ace question.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. So
well, they're
it's
probably
the
approaching us
state
like
that
work.
we're in.
Yeah, they want to listen to the show to find something to fix a problem.
Yeah. The state that we're in where we both, see the radiance of that, like the leaf that I was explaining. People,
Yes.
Yeah, for new people that have come. You have to watch the refund, you guys.
That's right. Oh my.
Anyway, yes, so that was lovely. Thank you very much, Lisa and LaRock. Whoops. Go
Oh, you totally
back.
screwed it down.
Doesn't matter. I mean, as in, I don't need to see my iPad.
That's right.
Yes. Thank you, Lisa, for your question. And what we want to know now is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bit. And I think Fran's probably her story, maybe the Shin and Ian. She mentioned something
Yeah.
about Shin and Ian.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was her strawberry bit. Yes, I really, all those questions, as you said, the identity. Now, one thing I was pondering in the kitchen was you've got happy loving puppy dad, happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, or
Yep.
whatever they are. But, and I know a couple of times it's come up where happy loving, they're the core qualities. So they're not a state, are they? Like if
Cool, this is
the
great.
puppy dad, the husband, and the teacher are your states.
Yes.
But the core qualities of it's almost like the core qualities of those states that almost bind them
Yeah.
together.
So way back in the old days in manifesting to the max.com, you can still get that if you want it. So when I notice how do I construct states, what I am is love. So above each of those states is what I am is love. Right. I also like to enjoy shit, so I've got some states I enjoy, but it all comes back to love. So if I can write, so I can be a husband
Yeah,
right?
I know, because we
Right?
talked about this. You can be a husband, and I think there was a time when it wasn't necessarily a happy husband.
Exactly, right. I can be a husband, right?
And then you thought, hang on, I
Yeah,
want to
do,
be
do
a
I
husband,
re- do I
and I want to be a
really?
loving husband, but
Right?
I'd like to be a happy loving husband. And I get that. Yes.
I think happy's just one of those things that it's a core quality of me. You know, the minutia in the world. Coral sent me this piece of minutia because I got one like hers and I hated it. And every time we did a show, I'd bitch about the asteroid phone, and then and then Coral sent me this because it's an old iPhone she didn't need, and she put a new battery in it. And I thought, how cool is this?
I know. Thank you,
So
Carl.
so minutia is meant to be enjoyed. Me is meant to be happy. And then there's world tour. We're not going to get into that today. But this whole thing of whenever you really get, for God so loved the world that he gave the world his only begotten son. Do you have minutia in your life that you don't enjoy? We all do. Right? Minutia is meant to be enjoyed. If you have minutia in your life that you don't enjoy, and I'll tell you one. Ready? So I ordered me a copy of the Prosperity Prop. You see that? That's not supposed to be there. That's a crease.
It's not a crease. I pointed
I'm
it
sorry.
out to him.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This,
Yeah.
but
He thought it was a crease.
no, but the inside is damaged.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so I let them know. I said, listen, right? In the world of minutia, world one, I get to enjoy shit. I don't like getting a book that's damaged, right? Yeah, just plain and simple, right? We're going to work this out. And they said, right, can you send us a photo? I says, gladly. I'll even send you a video, right? I'll even talk because I like talking. So I sent them what I sent them, and they said, oh, wow, let's send you a replacement. We just got a notification it's coming today. And this is really cool because happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad, it's where I settle into, but it's not what I settle for. It's what I express. And so I go shopping today and they have a log at the baker's, but it's not the cinnamon log, it's a poppy seed log. And I asked the little girl, what is that? She goes, it's the poppy seed log. I said, that's not the cinnamon log. She goes, no. And I did a gut check and I got, I'm not happy with that for her. So I didn't buy it for her. But we really get to just notice what we are is love. Can you let that just be part of all your primary identities? And the second thing is, I want to be happy with a book that I share with y'all, with a meal that I experience with her. And by golly, can I just let some simple shit be in me? I'm a pretty simple guy. Happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad. And if I'm not in those, I get to notice, radio. Something's always consuming something. It's time for me to consume something. Hey, Lynn.
One other thing I'll just say, a lovely story. It was when I think the person was Mexico or someone,
Mexico, yes.
and said, lift their cross.
When you lift their cross.
Lift their
your
cross by lifting your cross.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, that's fabulous. So,
Yeah, that's
thank you.
So, thank y'all for playing. My name is Mr. 2020. Those are Strawberry Bits. Where shall we send them, Victoria? IdentityBasedManifesting.com. Go there, get that.
Yes.
For y'all that want to be a part of a community, join Remarkable.com. Right? It's an ongoing experience. It's pretty darn cool. You get a bunch of you get a lot of free shit if you join. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? What if it costs you $3 a day and I don't know, 25 minutes of time? Do you think your dreams are worth it? Do you think hanging out with some cool kids for 25 minutes a day or more? And you can hang out more, you can hang out less. You can post in the Facebook group, you can join the chat. We've got 2 official monthly calls, and probably got about another 5 unofficial calls that we do.
Like you tried to do one yesterday.
Yeah, nobody showed up yesterday, but I did one today.
Poor 20.
Yeah, I put it on and say, all right, nobody wants to talk to me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right, I got shit to do. So join Remarkable.com. It's a pretty cool little offer. Just go there, check that out. If it's for you, cool. If not, that's fine too. There's always Reddit.
Yeah.
Have a great day, Victoria. Thank you for a lovely
We need to
show.
hold up our little sign.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Our
thank
leaf.
you. And thank you, you guys.
Hold up
It's
our
been
leaf.
ace. Okay,
That's
yeah,
our
it's
leaf.
like our leaf.
It is a leaf.
Well, it's not really.
It's not.
I'll find one
It is a
Monday
leaf.
and I'll keep it for the show at
It
some
is a
point.
leaf. It's a middle leaf.
Well, no, I know, but it's not the leaf I'm talking about with all the veins. I love them.
Oh.
Okay.
Love
See you
Sam.
later.
Bye, guys. Thanks, gang. Thanks for sharing too.
Yeah.
I don't know how do we exit this thing.
So
Where-
much. Oh, Genonymous, you're back.
Oh, Genonymous.
Imagine lovingly,
Genonymous.
and all of a sudden,
Mhm.
oh, sorry, it's all too
Genonymous.
quick. You are not complicated.
And there's Tom.
And love you
Two
guys.
time.
Two-time Tommy.
Tommy.